Hello everyone, it's Chantel and welcome to today's video. Lately I've been seeing so many crochet scrunchies, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to make a tutorial. I've already done a couple videos. I had a star scrunchie tutorial, but now today, just a regular frilly one, and I'm so excited. This is the scrunchie that we will be making in today's tutorial. I think it is absolutely adorable. It's super soft and it stretches perfectly, like you don't have to worry about it being stiff. And it's also the perfect last minute gift idea, or if you just want a little quick crochet project, maybe you're going on a road trip and want to complete a couple crochet pieces, or if you don't have the patience and don't want to sit and make a 5-hour project. So if you'd like to make this, stay tuned for this video. So to get started, all you need obviously is a hair elastic. If you don't have a hair elastic, or if you don't want to use a hair elastic, you can get a piece of thin elastic and just tie a knot, and then you'll be good. You'll also need some scissors, obviously, to cut your yarn. And then for this tutorial, you can use any size hook or yarn that you'd like. Today, I'm going to be using weight 5 yarn, bulky yarn, using the Caron latte cakes, as well as a 4mm crochet hook, because I want the stitches to be a bit tighter. This is going to be a very quick and very easy tutorial. Going into this, I hope that you already know how to do a slip stitch, a chain, and a single crochet. Those are the basic stitches you will need to know. So without further ado, let's get started. So to start, you are just going to make a loop. Start with a loop like that, and then pull the long end through and tighten the knot. And that is your slip knot created. Now what you're going to do is take your hair elastic or the elastic ring that you created, put your crochet hook inside of the ring, attach your yarn to your hook, pull through, and then chain 1. And now that you have attached your yarn to your elastic, you're just going to work a bunch of single crochets around. There's no set amount on how many single crochets you'll need to do, but just keep single crocheting until you've covered the circumference of the elastic. I have just finished working all of my single crochets. For reference, I used a total of 60 single crochets. You want to make sure that you are not able to see the elastic when your scrunchie is just unstretched like this. And then once you have finished all of your single crochets, you are going to slip stitch into the first single crochet that you made to finish off the row. And now you are going to chain 3, and this is going to count as your first double crochet of the row. And then in the same stitch that you just did your chain 3 from, you are going to work a double crochet. And then you are going to work one more double crochet into that first stitch. So now you have a total of 3 double crochets in the first stitch. And then you are going to work 3 double crochets in each stitch around. So for me, since I had 60 single crochets for the first row, I am going to have 180 double crochets by the end of this row, because 60 times 3 is 180. This aggressive increasing is what is going to give the scrunchie its really frilly look. And so you're just going to continue to double crochet around. So I have now finished row 2. You should be able to see that you have all of these aggressive ruffles. And then just like in the previous row, you are going to slip stitch to the first stitch. In this case, it'll be the 3rd chain of your initial chain 3. So just insert your hook, do a slip stitch, and then for this last row, we are once again going to chain 3. But all we are going to do is work 1 double crochet in each stitch, so no worries, no more increases. So going in after our initial chain 3, we're going to go into the next stitch and then work our double crochet in there. And then you're just going to continue that process around. This is going to prevent our ruffles from being too aggressive. Alternatively, if you'd like the ruffles to be even more exaggerated, you can do another round of increasing. And then for reference, if you're using the same stitch count as me, by the end of this row, I'm going to have a total of 180 double crochets. As you can see already, this ruffle is a bit less exaggerated compared to these ones, which are much tighter. And so I'm just going to continue to double crochet around, and I'll come back to you once I get to the end of the row. So I have finished the last double crochet. So just like in the previous rows, I'm going to slip stitch into the third chain of the initial chain 3. And this time we're just going to cut our yarn, and then that is the end of the scrunchie. So just cut your yarn and then pull the tail through and just pull tight on it to secure the knot. And now we're just going to get our needle and weave in our ends. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second here. You may notice that some of your ruffles aren't consistent. You're just going to have to play with them a little bit to make sure that they all lay flat. But this is what your scrunchie should look like if you used the same materials that I did and the same gauge that I did. So here I have my needle, then starting on the loose thread that is on the outside of the scrunchie, you're just going to attach your yarn to your needle, and then you're going to weave through the tops of the double crochets. So just going back and forth between the stitches. If you know a better way on how to weave in ends, please feel free to do that. This is just how I do mine. And then with the excess, just cut it off. And then for the inside loose end, you're once again going to put your yarn onto your needle. And then weaving through underneath the edge of these single crochets. So in between the single crochet and the elastic, you're just going to weave your needle through. And then once again, you're just going to cut off the excess. And that is your finished scrunchie completed. And this is what your finished scrunchie should look like. You should be able to stretch it like a regular scrunchie. I really love the way that this turned out. I think it's the perfect little quick summer project, and it's also great if you're on a budget when it comes to your crochet projects. Maybe you're only able to afford one skein of yarn, which is totally understandable. I know a lot of crocheters are in school and have other financial obligations, so a project like this where you only need not even a full ball of yarn is actually perfect, and it's also a great way to use up some of your yarn scraps. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Be sure to check out my star tutorial that I mentioned. I will link it in the caption below. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments. Any requests for future potential DIY tutorials, please drop them down below as well. Make sure to give this video a like. Please subscribe for more content like this. The support really helps. Be sure to follow me on my Instagrams, _crochantel_ for all things crochet, and chantelleelacey for the more personal shenanigans that I get up to. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!